Hopefully we are live. Yeah. So the initial plan was to do some more lead code today, but yeah, as you can see, it's 12 o'clock here, and it's 1st of October. So I don't know if I have the energy to do that. So we'll be doing something interesting, which is building a really fast web application, a URL shortener, the most basic of them to be precise, using HTMX and Golang, which in the recent times has honestly become one of my favorite combinations. So yeah, before that, HTMX, if you're not up to date with tech Twitter, is a super fast, really cool, uh, can I say superset of HTML? I don't know. Yeah, as the best put it, HTMX completes HTML. So that's a good way of putting it. HTML gives you access to Ajax, CSS transitions, WebSockets, and all of that cool stuff directly from HTML. So you don't, I mean, you do need a backend, but you can directly serve HTML from the backend. So if you're from Python, imagine this to be like templating basically. So you're directly sending out templated HTML instead of a JSON document that gets interpreted by that. Now, this is honestly one of the best combinations I've ever seen. Although a uh, small disadvantage of this that I can see, and that has prevented me from shifting my main site to Go and HTMX, is I cannot host it. In sense, I need a server to host it. Whereas noobscience.rocks is well served from Vercel using serverless realm. It's a whole cool thing. So that I think is like the only downside of it, because like, see, this is actually so cool, the JSON stuff I did for my site, but HTMX completely changed the way I think. So I'm going to be showcasing that in this live stream of mine, where we'll be building that simple web application that I promised. Yeah, let me actually just make my setup a bit better. Hopefully I can get the dogs to stop shouting outside. I don't think I can. That's okay. Yep. Oops. Just give me a second here so that I can get this all set up. And yeah, actually today I will not be making the mistake I made yesterday of assuming no one really watches this. I didn't even check the chat yesterday, and apparently there were two really kind people there in the chat. So yeah, I'll be checking that today, and let me actually just check if we are live. Let me go to youtube.com/channel. There we go. We are building stuff with an HTML. Anybody here? Oh, that's fine. So it's pretty late at night. I mean more of this to be sort of tutorialish. Yeah, with that being said, let's get started. We are already 4 minutes in, so go to projects. Let me make one called Noob Shortener. Very simple, really cool. Actually, there's Noob Shortener. Nah, maybe not Noob Shortener. That's like uh, really this thing name. Noober? How about that? Or like Shortener. Quatner? That's actually cool. Nubgo? Yeah, maybe Nubgo. Nubgo, am I? Uh, why am I taking so much time to decide the name of the project? I have no idea. Nope. short. No, go short. Yeah, maybe go short is good. Really simple, really cool. So mo dot go short. Yeah, we have a new Go mod there. I need to just touch this standard stuff. I do this every time. So I touch a main.go, a makefile, a db.go, utils.go, api.go, and a types.go. So that is mostly what I'll be needing. Right. So I'll also be making views, I guess. I mean, calling them views would be a bad name. Let's just call them templates because that's what they are. Let me actually make one for my static sites as well. Oops, not status, static, right? Okay, so yeah, we have all of that set up. Uh, yeah, hopefully, I guess I can open this up in code now. Mm-hmm. We go to our makefile. Simple commands. We build. I want it to be suppressed. You build go dot build output in like bins. Okay, put this in quotations maybe. Bin slash short dot exe. Okay, and like run is first you build, right, and then you go bin short dot exe. That's as simple as that. Yeah, make like add the package means everywhere. Wait for that to properly start up. Actually, you can do is make this up a bit faster for you guys. Uh, yeah, maybe that should do this trick. ffd.println hello world. Yeah, let's just check if everything is working. Um, yeah, now hopefully it should be fine. Yep, hello world. Where we go. So we have in templates always.html and nothing in static. Maybe I can curl like I can go icon.ico from my site's icon. Is that even the right address? Oh yeah, that's the right address. So I have my, yeah, no, what happened? Oh yeah, that's awkward. What about now? Yeah, there we go. Pull it up in static, and now we add our dependencies. We go get github.com slash, I mean, if it's gingonic, like gingonic, I think I have it. Yeah, that's just, I don't know how to expose my clipboard. By the way, is there like an introduction or yeah, download, I guess. I'm not will download. But we go down and here. There we go. Go get. Oh, I was right. I was almost right. But I didn't want to risk it. Always just copy paste the pip installs, the go gets, the cargo whatever from the original source. You don't want to include requests instead of requests, right? So a bad example, but regardless. Okay, so I'll be needing gin. Oh yeah, I'll be needing what is that? Lib slash pq? No, like lib slash pq and go. Yeah, there we go. That's awesome. Where is that? Yep, forgot. Uh, yeah, do that. Ah, yeah, that's cool. We have that. What else would we need? I mean, I guess that's it. That's all we would be needing. Oh yeah, I'll have to create a new database. Create HTTP. What is this called? GoShot? GoShot. Yeah, hopefully that creates it. Excellent. So I also need like a .env file, and yeah, to paste content into this. I know what. Fine. You guys can know the DB name, which is GoShot, but you cannot. You can maybe know the user, which is Joshi, but you cannot know the password. And I don't know if I have an option to block it. Can I just do that? Yeah, I can do that. Uh, yeah, I guess that should do the trick. Oh, there we go. Now we're back. So that .env is filled. Uh, Discussing .env. I know I just recommended you should never do this, but since I can, it's Joho slash go.env. So yeah, we got the utils quickly, we got the types and types. Let's just quickly define a type of environment which is like a struct of db, which is a string, and the user, which is a string, and the password. Wait, there's no need for me to keep this. They can just be public classes. Password. Right. Cool. Now we go to utils, and if I remember the uses correctly, actually, I don't need to remember the usage. I have I have GitHub Copilot, so I can just go like get env, pass in nothing but return an environment. Uh, yeah, that's embarrassing. Let's see. How do we do this? Right. Oh, so we simply go error is uh, go.env.load, right? Like if error is not nil, we just go log dot fatal. I mean, yeah, we want it to be a fatal error because obviously we need all of this to work. Okay, so we can just return env now. There we go. Now pilot's working for us. So yeah, quite a simple listing. You know what? Add go.env to like workspace settings at this point. I use it a lot. So we have the .env setup. Let's go to the DB, and here we can have like a interface that the API can interact with. I learned this method from the like a really good Go YouTuber called Anthony GG. He mentioned that he likes to split it up like this in his JSON, not JSON, what is that? Go tutorial, Go server tutorial. I think he built a bank system. I'll leave the link in the description if that's possible. But yeah, so I just said type. Uh, it was what do you call it? We just call it store, which is like an interface, uh, and for the people who don't know, just think of interfaces like a arbitrary collection of functions. There's a lot in that, and the definition I gave is technically wrong, but you know, regardless. And let's say we have like a DB instance, which is a type of struct that stores a DB, which is a SQL dot DB. Like one thing that gets said really less is how Go is just a batteries included framework. Like it even includes SQL drivers, which is so cool. Wow. But yeah, anyways, regardless, let's set up a function which inherits Postgres. I just like to call it DB, which is from the DB instance, right? Which whose name is like create table, I guess. And what am I doing? Yeah, which is just like create table, I guess, and that returns an error. Okay, so the query actually that would be weird, but first let's actually connect to the DB. So we can go like func new DB instance, right? Which takes in nothing but includes a DB instance like that. Very good, very good. So the con string is that's weird. So we can just go like env is get env. That's as simple as that. The username. Uh, I hope if I can just do s. Can I do an fmp dot sprintf? Oh, there we go. See, it's so kind. Mm, if error is not null, log.fetch. So we have imported all. Like let's just let's import that. Uh, I mean, I did. It is yeah, I did give you an import point. DB is declared not used. I know, I know. And then we return an instance of DB instance when DB is DB and close that out. Which is just excellent. Alright, so the query for us is quite simple. Create table, if not exists, URLs, right, which has three fields. A hash, which is a varchar of 2 to 5. Actually, no, I wanted to varchar of just 8 characters, which actually is the primary key. Excellent. And then we have the URL, which is just text because you don't know how long the URL might be, which is a slug again. I mean, the hash slug, same thing. We have like a created at just for reference sake, right? And we execute that. If error is not null, we return the error, or we just return null. So excellent. We have a create table, which is like a private function. So we don't need to pass it into that. However, actually, no, it's just fine. Let's just make this a public function and expose this there. And now we go to our main.go. You can still print hello world. And now the store is the new DB instance. Right, and the error is stored in it if error is not null, or happily exit. How about that? Right. So let's go here. Let's do a make run. Just wait. Oh, there we go. It exited peacefully. So if I go PSQL, go short now, and I pass that, and I do select star from URLs. I hope. There we go. We have a hash, we have a URL, and we have a created data. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So we have that setup, which is awesome. Now here in the API section, I mean, should we just complete the DB before heading on to the API, or shall we at least have a have something there so that it stands there, something to look at maybe. Yeah, so let's just go to API. mm. Let's go to an API struct, call it like API server or something like that, which is a struct that inherits a listen address as a string and takes in the store as a store, which is an interface. This again is Anthony.gg's pattern, so it's cool. Uh, what's that? Oh, yeah, that's how you create your API. So thanks, Golang. GitHub Copilot, sorry. So I just go start, I guess. Yeah, let's just go start, which inherits API, which is a pointer to API server, and that returns an error, I guess. And uh, yeah, I guess R you go set it up the gin dot default. Yeah, that's right, gin dot default. Right, so R dot get slash png, you pass in a func with c as gin dot context, which returns c dot string hello world ping pong, and it's a 200. mm, I mean, like, can I do that? No, I can't do that. Okay, so gin handle set, or uh, error is that if error is null, return error, maybe something like that, or like return null. Yes, so we have the start setup, which is a router, which is a gin default, and if it's a ping, return a pong. The router dot runs at the listener address, and this is null. So we go to main dot go, and actually no more printlns. You just go log dot fiddle the error. Okay, so no more hello world. Be like go short server version 0.1. Excellent. Okay, so now an API, which is the new API, which runs at localhost, so I don't have that annoying pop-up every time. It runs at I don't know, 3579. The same. Error is API.start. If error is not null, it's uh, all of you guys stick together so that I can differentiate between you guys. Oh, domain run. Hopefully, I get that delightful go screen. Set release mode. We recommend you set all the proxies. Huh. Oh, maybe I can do that then. R dot proxy something. Yeah, set trusted proxies to be nil. Everything is trusted. So, because this is local development, maybe I can add like a comment like disable this if you are behind a proxy, or this is a production server. The same thing. So we have our unique prime number localhost, which I'm pretty sure is not occupied. We go to slash ping, we write a pong. Ping pong, ping, ping pong. Excellent. Right. So, hmm, oh, is curious, is it? Yeah, it's still going on. That's cool. Now, so, right now, in base.html, I actually forgot how to do this. I think I have a previous project of mine where I had figured it out, Maybe I can show you a demo of that later. It's like a fully functioning Go and HTMX app. So damn proud of it. But okay, you go to templates, base.html. Okay, so there you go. That's simple as that. Just copy paste it. I will not be needing marked. That's fine. And no, I won't be needing the both of these. So, right, we have just imported HTMX from unpackage. Very simple, very neat. We also have an integrity, whatever. And let's just change the title so as to appear slick. Go short. Tagline, shortening. I don't know, suggest something. Okay, shortening URLs very easy. Excellent. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. It just chooses a find and replace. So block content. Actually, I don't think I'll even be needing this. Just a waste. It's fine. Oh yeah, actually, link to the favicon static. Actually, I think it's called assets in server world. Yeah, actually, I can set up like r dot. What is that? R dot file. Let me actually just search for that. Mm, R dot static. There we go. R dot static, which is dash assets static. There we go. That's that. Make run. Hopefully. So if I go to assets slash favicon.ico, not found. Oh, oh right. Not favicon icon. There we go. Excellent. Uh, yeah, it's not favicon. That's icon. Hmm. Now we go index.html, which inheritance inherits from the template base.html, and it just has a div that says hello world. Really simple, really cool. So we have our first API struct that goes func API server, and that says handle homepage. Right. So handle the homepage, which gets like a gin.context, c.html, 200 index.html, and nil. Let's actually set up our dot load and associates slices. So such template set. That's it. Mhm. And I can just here go r dot get handlers. Excellent. Actually, run that again. Make runs. Build. You found an HTML base.html. Excellent. I refresh that. There you go. Hello world. Neat and simple. Best things about Gen is that it lets me do this. So I can dynamically do this without having to refresh. Whereas in Rust, I had to refresh every time, which was a pain. By refresh, I mean running make run again, which is not good. So why did it get stored here? Okay, let's have my VS Code there. No idea what's going on, but actually, interesting. Yep, that was loading and working. So excellent. We at least have the base setup. Now let's go into the DB and write the SQL for actually inserting stuff into the database. Like, so we go to DB instance and we go insert URL. That returns an error, but to the insert URL we'll make a type called create URL request, which is a struct that takes in the URL, which is a string. We don't actually need to have that. That's the coolest part of this. Actually, if you leave the hash as it is, maybe we can be a bit careful with that. The URL, the request is create URL request that sends out an error. So your query is insert into URLs URL, oh yeah, hash comma URL. Oh no, I didn't mention the values. Values 1 and 2. Query record URL. Return the error. Excellent. Then we add that. Oh no, what's it called? Insert URL, which does that. Excellent. So we have like an insert URL, which takes in the URL request object, and this is a good point to introduce my utility functions. I have a bunch of them that I just don't rewrite them anymore. I have no patience for that. So I just go copy that. So here we go. Random hash generating with Go. Natively, no external libraries. Although you can, there's nothing wrong with that. People write external libraries for a reason. There we go. So we have a random hash there. Now we have job with the API. So since this is hypertext and this is actually like radical, we will be directly reading from the form. How cool is that? So like handle create URL. See, this is where you are wrong, GPT. I'm not going to bind the JSON to anything. I'm just going to directly use it like a chat. So the URL is c.post from URL. Hash is yeah, let's just declare hash to be string for now. Let's not do anything hasty. Is not equal to, oh, thanks GPT. Thanks. So error is store at api.store.insert URL at get your request. If you not in this name, or if you add hash. Actually no, be like slash s hash. That will make it more dramatic. Huh. Now all I have to do is go to index.html. Right, I have to take care of the tailwind part. So we have input.css, right? And here what we do is we initialize a new tailwind project. So CSS to CSS init, generated a minimal config field, tcss. In that, the content, I want you to check all of this. Right. Well, that's my code, by the way. I think I'm allowed to copy this from my code. TCSS. How do I do this? Uh, how do I do this? Okay. PCSS. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was weird. How about we go like slash static slash input output is static slash output, and you just keep on watching. Meanwhile, I open this up in a new this thing and then make run on that. So in the base, I can now add the link of CSS to be slash assets slash output dot CSS, and it would work awesome. And up, up, up. Is that even being no, 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 uh, no, no, it's not. Not able to read anything, is it? Is it? I mean, it's sort of able to. It's interesting. That's interesting actually. Make wonder. Uh, please use this again. Hmm. Interesting. Like let's set up class of like text of uh, for Excel. Yeah, it's not working. Oh right, because I'm not importing it. Tailwind base, Tailwind components, and Tailwind utilities. I need all of that. There we go. We have a Tailwind setup. So, how about we just go here as nav.html, write a small nav here, give it a class of flex call, just between items baseline. That's actually helpful. We go like go short. Where is the link? Go. And in the base, why don't we set this up to be a template? There we go. We have the go short there. So we have like text to Excel font is bold. Cool. The whole thing we want it to be like a B2, and we want this to be for Excel now. How about that? Right. So even this should be a flex row with uh, like justify to be center and the items to be center, and we want like one like maybe four two ways in that. Yeah, that should be enough. We will go like hi, hello. Where's that? Oh, right. We want this to be flexed. Is that even the baseline? Who knows? Excel. Um, maybe like uh, gapex of 5, maybe. Here we go. Yes. And the item center was the best thing. Items and um, item center, I guess. Yeah, that looks a bit better. We can have like an about page, which I don't know. It just has like a thinking emoji, I guess. Thinking, what is it about? And here you have the source, and so full we have an about and a source. We can design that later. Huh. We have a cute little nav ready. Index. Short. We write something like the best in class URL short now. Yeah, then since that is 2, this should obviously be 2 as well. This can actually be 3. So actually px of 4, py of 2. There you go. Actually, you know what? Get py for x then. And that's large text, not that small text. The best in class URL shortener. That goes on for like PG yellow 300. Okay, fine. There we go. Now we have a form that performs the post request. Oh wait, this is HTMX. You do not need any of that shit. So now let's dive into HTML. Let's go to reference, right? And then go to hx post because this is what we will be using. So in HTML, HTMX, you can get something from the target and like change a CSS attribute. So we will be getting what is that? This from the API and showing it there. As easy as that. Can't get it easier. r.post create, right? And yeah, maybe we can create that later. That's fine. It isn't broken. We not break it. URL. What are we searching for? We are searching for URL. Mm-hmm. We have two here. Cool. Mm-hmm. Use like text LG, maybe a padding of 2, uh, border of 2, maybe, so that if you see where that is. Oh, there you go, it's there. Uh, and like a border of neutral 600, so at least a little visible, and like give it a rounded of XL, so there we go. And this class is empty4. This is W 2 by 5, take up space. And yeah, pretty much the same thing. This is like flex and flex card. And maybe we can give like a gap y of 5. Huh, that looks more cooler than it has to. But yeah, enter your long URL. And then this placeholder will be optional. Enter hash. Optional enter hash that you enter the URL. P1 is too small, px should be 4 and py should be 2. Actually text LG I think is the one missing that. This combi actually is good. I like the combi. There we go. Yeah, now to disable all the annoying stuff. Oh, this should be of type text, and this should be like hash, and no autocomplete and no spell check. I don't know who uses them. I know it's for accessibility and all. I respect that. I know, but generally, mm, accessibility is actually quite an important topic. And yeah, I try to make a lot of my stuff accessible to screen readers and stuff. But thing is, most of modern web applications do that themselves. So it's a really good thing that developers no longer have to like, struggle about it. I mean, yeah, you have to be aware about it, but I mean, it's quite cool that everything is handled mostly by the browser. Color is that? Let's give it exactly the same color. There we go. So now we have the button element, which is sort of the most important part here. Now we go add URL. And why is that there? Um, justify center is, and then item display. There we go. Hmm. Class for that is PG black, I guess. Did that a lot. Good padding so that it serves up. Rounded cell maybe. Yeah, and then the text should be white. Oh, it's giving me something. Let's see. Quite cool there. Yeah, regardless. Uh, Now on that, do a hx post of slash create. Right. And replace this with the message. Okay. When I make run, it's working really hard to keep it afloat. Uh, Now if I go https youtube.com, add URL, I get the URL, which is awesome. So now all I have to do is go to my DB. I write a small func which inherits pq and it gets by hash.
Live Lara.
Huh?
Live.
Ah, that takes my error. Query. Mm, select URL from URLs where hash is one. Yeah. Uh, Actually, I need the row, please. If not, return an error. Return get by hash. Get URL by hash. Let's be really specific there. Get URL by hash. Why do I need a create URL request? I only need a hash, which is a which is a string. So I don't need that. No, 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 I don't need that. Which is a string, right? So hash, and then the var URL is a string, and then much better. Now in the API, I can just go. Hopefully, it already did predict what I want to do with it. It Yeah, I didn't predict well what I want to do with it. Uh, Handle redirect. I mean, it at least got the function name right. Context. Right. And now, error is see that from the hash. If null, URL else, redirect to. Wait. Oh no, that was a big mistake. Uh, I want to return both the URL and the error like that. So Yeah, yeah, just return that and return like that. Defined URL. Yeah, 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 yes, absolutely. We are returning the string there. And no, that's not the. There you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now you realize my mistake. Excellent. So, you have a new one slash hash, and here, right here, we have a small thing that we can do for coolness reasons. And we're like href is oh, mm, two hashes, right? Hash and hash. That should pretty much make our project. Hmm. Let me actually copy that there, so we can just shift the error retrieving the URL. Interesting. Let's make a new one. Uh, let's put X there and option. Error retrieving the URL. What's the error though? Alright, you need the whole gang to. At least that's what I'm hoping the problem to be. Hash string, where is that? And I have created, which is the time dot time. Doesn't need to be super accurate, but check it out. Can I turn on the language? Mm-hmm. Is it okay? Yeah. So yeah, we have var URL is a URL. Right. Query scan and URL dot hash command URL and created that, but only send out the URL. Excellent. And let me just switch to dark mode there. Yeah, that actually gives comfort to my eyes right now. Yeah, so I guess this should not give me any errors, but yeah, regardless, let me just like fmt print and there in the error right there, so I can understand what's going on. Make run. Make that out. Oh, what's happening? No rows and results set. Why? Like, what's the problem? Select URL from URLs where that is hash. Huh. So are they not going into the URL at all? Select star from URLs, but they are there, like right there. About let's select star from that. What about then? Maybe will press then? Oh, expected just one destination arguments, not three. Oh, that's cool then. Just return that then. Hmm. Hopefully. No, it expected three. You just said. You just said that's so hypocritical. Okay, that's fine. It's okay. Maybe I used the wrong thing for the wrong thing. Oh, now it's working. So, I don't know what the error was. Maybe I took it. It was done. There we go. So now we have a custom URL shortener that we wrote on our own using Go and HTMX and using like relatively very simple. I just exposed my .env there, but that's okay. I don't use that password for anything else. Um, uh, utils, yeah, I guess that pretty much completes it. I don't know if I will commit this to GitHub. Maybe I should right now. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Uh, mm, mm, but I don't think there'll be any use to it. I mean, yeah, but someone might use it. Uh, readme.md. Maybe I'll get it now. And make license. MIT license. Done. All the same stuff. Good shot. Simple. Written in Go and HTMX. In the dot grid. There we go. So, no env, mm, no bin, no .ps code. Within it. And no static slash output dot css. No slash css. None of all that. And they want me to. I mean, maybe not go dot sum as well. Although most people don't have a problem with go dot sum. But I guess it just increases the scales in favor of a little bit too much for my taste. But that's okay. So we have a gh equal new version simple URL shortener written in Go and HTMX for a YouTube live stream. Public, that you guys can access that. Git add, git commit. Oh, you never know. I might need to revisit. What all did I add? Is that all I needed to be added? Yeah, I guess. Change it to main. Get push main. Put oven. That in GitHub. And there we go. So we have everything very very good and set up. And I have another notification. Something to worth checking out. Meanwhile, let's actually check what's up with the stream. Source code available here. Yeah, I might have actually have to edit the video. That's okay. So yeah, uh, that was all. This was basically a way for me to pass the time, do something interesting. But if you found it to be cool, thanks. So yeah, so thanks for watching. Let me actually once again open that up, and let's actually analyze our code a bit. As you can see, with in like 260 lines of Go, we have a fully functioning web app that it opens up in a jiffy, as fast. And I know this all can be a bit weird, so I recommend you set I'm using no shell here, so I have to do all this weird shenanigans. But yeah, now if I go bin slash short, that's it. That's all that's outputted. So I can go localhost 3575. It has a best in class server output. I can go there and go slash source at that dash. And I just completed this slash source, which takes you to the GitHub. Actually, like this. So I go to no text, look at the about, and it's the about. One thing I love about HTMX, it's fully accessible, so just press tab and enter. It actually does that. Very cool. So yeah, this is the functional app I built using that pure HTML and Go. I actually like the balance of the languages a lot. Yeah, this was that. And where did I use JavaScript? Oh, this is the JavaScript I used. So it's fine. And this time it puts my lines, which is awesome. Yeah. So that was all for my live stream today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If anyone did watch it, thanks. Let me know. Leave a comment below for that.